True Power Trumpet Fitness. Here we are, guys. Let's see what we got. First notes of the day, as usual. Not always, but usually. Now, I did not use kettlebells to start that because, as you know, with the kettlebell, the one drawback that you get is you do get winded for the moment. So I couldn't put a long phrase together. Guys, I love lyrical playing. I love lyrical playing. And if you are playing correctly, and I'll get to that in a second, but if you are playing correctly, there's no reason in the world you can't knock the walls down 1 second and the next minute come down and play in a beautiful pianissimo. There's no reason in the world. The greatest chops in the world could absolutely do it. My man Mel Broyles, nobody was stronger. Nobody was stronger. And he always used to say, Ace, us trumpet players, we get paid to knock the walls down. But sometimes you got to lay down your sword and dagger and you got to caress the baby. And he could do it. Maurice Andre could do it. Now, granted, Maurice Andre is not a lead player, but he made his living on the upper register. There's no question about it. And he could play as lyrical as anybody, probably better than anybody. Doc Severinsen could do it. Absolutely could do it. Could play double C's 1 minute and then go down in a real, legitimate orchestral pianissimo and play with control. Maynard could play beautiful lyrical passages, absolutely beautiful lyrical passages, especially in his earlier years. Now, he did not play in an orchestral level pianissimo, I'll give you that. Same with Harry James. They could play beautiful. I didn't like the vibrato, blah, blah. The point is, guys, great chops should be able to do it. And I will say this. For a long time, at the beginning of my professional career, I could play the high notes, but the lyrical playing was iffy. Now, it was there sometimes and it wasn't there other times. And quite frankly, even though I was working and making money and everything, again, like Mel said, I was making my money knocking the walls down. So there wasn't a big problem. But me personally, as I said at the beginning, I love to play lyrically and soft lyrical playing. Love it. And I wanted to be able to do that. And I really and truly felt then, as I do now, that if the chops are right, and we're getting to that, hold on. If the chops are right, you should be able to do both. Now, hide the trumpet chair, I will normally do that on a E-flat trumpet, which will make it even easier, more control and all that sort of stuff. Guys, there's no reason it can't be done. Now, here's the deal. Guys, the corners have to be relaxed in order to do that. They have to. Now, so many lead players who are very, very successful, they are so tight and using so much pressure on the lips, so tight. Yes, they can bang out the high notes. They can actually, But when it comes down to, like what Mel says, caress the baby, nah, they don't have it. I can name dozens of those guys, okay? Also, relax corners, okay? And not a lot of air. If you are used to blasting your brains out while and just slamming it, all of a sudden, when it comes to playing soft, and all you cut down on the air, all of a sudden you have no control. But if you're always playing with little air, It's the same chops. It's the same aperture. It's the same everything, except you cut back a little bit on the compression. Now, the last thing, and maybe most important, which is the true test of chop health, for lack of a better term, is no warm-up. Guys, if you're not beating up your lips, there's no reason in the world that you can't play soft after blasting away. Guys, I'm telling you, now you're not here, and you can't really tell. Guys, even on a double C, and articulating on double Cs, and wide open double Cs, not squawks, I'm barely holding the horn. Now there is compression. I'm not sitting there like I'm meditating. There is compression, and it's all inside my mouth and into my core. But it is not on the chops. Now everybody's core and tongue is stronger than the orbicularis oris, the lip muscle. Everybody's is, just naturally. So the less you rely on the lip muscle, the more you're going to be strong, powerful, with range and endurance, and flexibility therein. Keep in mind, no reason in the world you can't play both. No reason in the world you go, oh, I'm a lead player, I can't take that job for fourth trumpet in the orchestra. No reason in the world you should do that, and you shouldn't have to muck around with different mouthpieces or anything either. When I was playing professionally, I do orchestral jobs, some of the best orchestras in the world, and I go right to Broadway, go right to a Latin job, go right to it, all with the same equipment. As long as you are compressing, you can control the tone, you can control the timbre, you can make it wider if you want, although I prefer things more straighter. It's all done with the tongue, and it can be done. All of you can do it. Okay, that's that. Give your comments and criticisms down below, and I will see you again. Have a great day, and that's it.